Today's video is in the Angles Unit Packet for Honors Class, page 7. So we're going to continue on with the exterior angle theorem in the use of algebra. So make sure that you've already watched page 6 video, and now you're continuing on page 7. So it's important that we remember that we have to use algebra to find the missing angle measures. And in these problems, unlike page 6, where you could get away with just adding or subtracting from 180, or using the exterior angle theorem, these really force you to understand the exterior angle theorem. So again, the exterior angle theorem says that the sum of these two remote interior angles, so this is a remote interior angle, the 2x plus 3, and the 51 degrees, when we add them up, it's going to be equal to that exterior angle, the non-adjacent exterior angle. So notice that I'm going to color this in a different color here. This yellow angle we really don't care about. We don't need to know it. We don't know the value of it. It's not important. So what I don't want you to do is try to find the value of that yellow unit or that yellow angle at all. There's no need. So the equation we're going to do is we're going to take that one angle, which is 2x plus 3. Notice I'm going to drop the parentheses once I write it. And then the second angle, which is 51. So those are my two remote interior angles, and set it equal to 100 degrees. Now when I combine like terms, I get 2x plus 54 equals 100. I'm going to subtract 54 from both sides to get 2x equals 46. I'm going to divide each side by 2, and x equals 23. Now, in this one, it says find the value of x. I did. It's 23, so I'm all done. Obviously, if it asked me to find the angle measure of the 2x plus 3, I would substitute in the 23 in for x. Now, in number 2, it does tell me to find the measure of angle PRQ. If you're doing a delta math that has the exterior angle theorem, make sure that you're paying attention to which angle it wants you to find. So again, I'm going to start with, okay, here's the exterior angle. So the exterior angle theorem starts that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the remote interior angles. So the non-adjacent interior angles would be this angle and this angle. So the 30-degree angle and the 4x plus 2 angle. So this one's a little bit more intense. So I have the 30-degree angle plus the 4x plus 2 angle. And that's equal to the 8 plus 6x angle. Notice that this one's even more of dependent on algebra. So I'm going to combine my like terms to get 4x plus 32 equals 8 plus 6x. I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides to get 32 equals 8 plus 2x. Subtract 8 from both sides to get 24 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2 and get 12 equals x. Now, I do have to find this angle measure. So I'm going to use a different color to identify that angle for you. So angle PRQ. So I know that R is going to be my vertex. PR is one ray, or RQP is one ray, and RQ is the other ray. So this is the angle that I'm trying to find. But I don't know what that value is. I do know, however, that these two angles together are supplementary. So I could find that angle 8 plus 6x and substitute in my value of x. So 8 plus 72 equals 80. So now I know that this 80 degrees is right here, that exterior angle. And I know that the measure of angle, let me get another color. The measure of angle PRQ is supplementary to that angle. So if I do 180 minus 80, I'm going to get the measure of that to be 100 degrees. So the measure of angle PRQ equals 100 degrees is my final answer. So notice I really had to understand all of the angle relationships in that triangle to be able to solve for that angle. The next example we have is a former state test question. It says in the diagram below, line L and line M are parallel. So notice that it's very important so that we know what the angle relationships are. And it says not drawn to scale, which means we can't use a protractor and measure these angles. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the angle relationship. I'm talking about this angle and this angle. So I have an exterior angle and an interior angle. So I know whenever I have an exterior angle and an interior angle, they're on opposite sides of the transversal. They're not in the same position. They are going to be supplementary angles. So they're supplementary angles. And if you're not sure, go back to pages 4 and 5 where it lists what type of angles these are, and you can see that they will match up. Now, to find that angle measure, what would I do? If they're supplementary, well, I would have to add up the 6x plus 15 and the 3x plus 21 and set it equal to 180. So that's what they actually want you to do is down here, I added the question, find the value of x. So we're going to take that equation and solve for x. So combining my like terms, 9x plus 36 equals 180. Subtract by 36 and get 9x equals 144. Divide each side by 9 and x equals 16. Okay? And if we wanted to do a step further, obviously we could substitute that at 16 in for x and find each angle measure as well, and those would add up to 180 degrees.